Welcome back, everybody. This is part four of City in the Cliff. Uh, Show you guys what I've done so far. No adjustments to any of the buildings up here. I went ahead and fleshed out the exterior of my Alchemist's home. I also went down the rabbit hole of stairs. You know, my favorite thing in the world, my stairs. And I started laying a staircase right here that ended up being, well over 2,000, I think over 3,000 bricks in its first iteration. And I continued to remove bricks and add bricks and remove bricks and add bricks. I started with 5,000 rough stone blocks. Um, and then I started to lose count because I started picking them up and putting them back down. But this is all going to be single brick laying. So let's get right into it. Oh, here we are. It's my massive, massive staircase leading down into here. I have to say, I did about, I don't know how many different versions of this I've done, so I'm probably going to continue to add to it and take things away as I see fit. Uh, Anyhow, so that's my really fun spirally staircase right there. Coming down here, let's go check out my Alchemist's home really quickly. These are the mycelium blocks, building blocks that you can get if you uh, harvest the bright blue blobs inside the shroud. If you pickaxe them, you'll get the mycelium, and you can turn it into these bricks. It's got these kind of like fungal growths, these mushrooms. I thought that was really appropriate for the alchemist home, and I wanted to try a new building material. And I think it fits the theme really, really well. Nothing much new on the inside there. I did, however, commit the cardinal sin when building inside of a mountain in a game, which is overdeveloping. Part of the process of building this here staircase, I wanted to start knocking down more of the ceiling because it was much lower before, and it wasn't giving me the effect that I wanted. So I started knocking it out, and I hit my platform up there. And I went just a bit too far before I even noticed it. So I'm gonna have to, well, you'll see I tore down a large portion of it. That's where it went out to before. Tore down a large portion of it. I'm gonna rebuild these steps here, but again, I don't know what I'm doing with this space quite yet. So all of that might change. Hopefully this will turn into one of my Bob Ross happy accident moments. We'll see. It kind of opens this up. I do like that portion of it anyway. Thinking about building a large, support pillar all the way through this building here. I think that'd be kind of a cool architectural kind of dynamic. But a part of building this staircase here is I crafted a new tunnel all the way through it. So if you haven't played this game, when you're looking at a structure like this, you'll notice that large blue square. That is the square that I laid when building it. So it'll show you the original shapes that you laid down. And I wanted to just illustrate that when you look at this, you don't see any shapes because I built it all out of single bricks. So when you're looking at something like this, you can remove the entire brick that you laid there. But if you laid everything by single brick, you have to remove it all by single brick. You can use the slightly larger brick removal. And I did use this partway through here, but it's a dangerous tool to use a lot of because it removes quite a bit at one time, and it's much easier to make a mistake. So I will say that when I laid this down, I laid this all by single brick. This is all the way, and it came all the way down to the ground here. It was all single brick laying. It took over 12 hours probably. But I think that's a nice, cool little outlook, little dynamic, a little bit more light coming through here. I built this kind of back entryway up into the carpenter's home. Not quite sure where I want this tunnel to go, so I stopped working on it. But yeah, that's what we have so far. I will say I do plan on going live on Saturday. Don't you worry, I don't expect anybody to be there, but I kind of wanted more of a documentation, like an extended playtime of what building this looks like, and the mistakes that I make and how to correct them and everything like that. So yeah, I'll be going live on Saturday. I should likely be live all day. I work 40 hours a week at a full-time job, so these updates during the week here have been smaller and slower, but on Saturday I plan on really sinking my teeth back in. Starting some new buildings. You'll see the bottom of a copper doorway here. We'll see if that's where it ends, but I think I want to put my blacksmith's home somewhere along this line. Also kind of wary of the fact that, obviously this is an early access game, early access. And actually I can show you, there is an edge to the early access map. You won't hit it very quickly, I'll tell you. Looking at this, it does not seem large, but it is quite massive. But right here, I hit the edge of the playable area for the map, the early access map. And I'll tell you, that's one screen, two screens, and there we go. It's about 2.5 screens of map to continue. So I'm thinking maybe they'll add more NPCs. Who knows? Maybe a mason, a stone mason in the future to give you more stone structures and things like that. So I'm kind of wary of building anything too large and not leaving room for much more. Especially after knocking through the structure here, I'm starting to realize that I might be overdeveloping this area. So I kind of want to slow down on some of the big builds that I'm doing. But I will be adding the blacksmith's home. So if you want to stop by on Saturday and check that out, hopefully, it'll be fun for you. Otherwise, feel free to watch it later. I'm going to try it. I've never used YouTube. I don't make content. I work for a living outside of this. So I'm going to try to use YouTube to add tags to that streamed video after I upload it. I don't know how that process goes either. But I'm hoping I can tag some key moments so that you can, instead of watching the entire, whatever it ends up, 10, 12-hour stream, you can kind of just clip through it and see, the progress of this in stages as I go. But yeah, should be a good time. I'm really excited. Do, in fact, stay tuned. There is more to come. Have a good day.